Now, next, I want to give you a quick overview of how publishing works so you understand this industry that you are about to become a part of. So this first flowchart is a very basic overview of how books are traditionally published. And we're starting in the upper left-hand corner here, and we're going to go counterclockwise in a circle. So first, you write your manuscript. And then you revise your manuscript. And that requires getting feedback from your critique group, maybe getting a professional critique from an editor if you want, going to workshops, learning the process of how to edit your own work, etc. And that the revision process might take several steps or passes through your manuscript before it's ready. Then you're going to decide if you're going to submit directly to an editor or if you're going to try to find an agent. And that is a process all on its own that requires researching appropriate editors or agents, writing a query letter, etc. This submission process really should be a circle here instead of two straight arrows, because probably what's going to happen is you will submit several times to different editors and agents before you find one who actually wants to take on your work. And that is normal. So I want to tell you that right up front. If you end up having to submit your manuscript 20 times, if you get rejection letters, that's normal. Every author who has ever written anything has gone through the same process. If you get an agent, then the agent will submit to the editor on your behalf. Once you find an editor who loves your work and wants to publish it, then that editor is taking your work to an editorial meeting. And this often means that she might give your manuscript to a couple other editors at the publishing house and say, what do you think of this? Give me some feedback. I'm really excited about this manuscript. I want your opinion. She goes to the editorial meeting, presents your manuscript to a whole staff of people. The marketing department, the art department, the financial department, all of these people have input as to whether or not they think they can successfully publish your book, and whether they can not only make it look really great, but also can they sell it to bookstores? Can they get will reviewers like it? Is it a topic that hasn't already been done? Is it different enough from books that they've already published that they can make space for it on their list? So these are all considerations that go into whether or not a publisher is going to publish your book. If it gets a pass from all of that, then the editor offers you a contract. Yay, it's a very exciting day. And you either negotiate the contract on your own if you don't have an agent, or if you have an agent, the agent negotiates the contract on your behalf. Then your book is edited. That's a whole process back and forth with your editor. You'll be working very closely with your editor. Your editor is going to help you make your book absolutely the best it can be. It's going to be designed, it's going to be illustrated, all of that happens. Toward the end of that process, the pre-publication marketing starts taking place that your publisher does. The marketing department is going to start talking your book up to bookstores, saying, here's what's coming next season in our catalog. Let me tell you about this book. They might send review copies out to reviewers. It's going to be put on your publisher's website. All sorts of that stuff is starting to happen. Then finally your book is published and you have a party and it's awesome. And then the post-publication marketing begins. And a lot of this is things you're going to be doing. Book signings, school visits. You might do interviews with people who write about books, or people who write about the topic that your book is about. So mostly the author and the illustrator are responsible for this post-publication marketing. That's just the way the industry is these days. And again, don't be overwhelmed by this process. We have tools that will walk you through every single step that you see on this screen, and it's not as intimidating as it looks. And actually, a lot of it is really, really fun.